happens when you picked her up for sex. Like, you know you're about to have sex right now. And it's like, well, you got to act awkward for like 20 minutes. It's like, oh, my couch. That's a really hot way to start the fucking podcast. I'm just saying.
You came in quick.
I came in hot, so sorry, people. But it's the Usual Tuesday podcast. We've been talking for a little while. I'm your host, Big Korpsx. Damn. I'm your host, Big Korpsx. and I'm joined by Save One and 0%.
What up?
We're here.
Listen, we had a big chat. We're like,
wait. Let's not start the podcast off that way. Fuck that, bro. Hold on.
Okay, go for it.
I don't want to start the podcast off that way.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Usual Tuesdays. Listen, it's all love all the time, and it's a usual fucking Tuesday. We're back. We're on your screen. I was going to say, pull your dick out, get some popcorn. Let's relax. Let's chill out for a little bit.
What about the listeners that don't have a dick? What do? Pull their tits out?
No, you get a dick. Like a little, strap-on type thing. Like a strap-on type thing. It's fine.
Okay. Bro, last week's episode was fire. A lot of people hit me up about it, and we're talking about how great it was.
What did we talk about last week?
I was literally about to say the same thing.
You remember? It was the praying in school.
Are you staying consistent, or are you switching up?
That's right. We did talk about that.
It was a good premise. The premise, but one thing was your question in the beginning of the podcast, we didn't continue talking about that, and it would have been a good one to continue talking about too. And then I also have another topic to talk about, but it's gonna be fucking dirt in the mud by the time I bring it up. So,
well, I thought it was brilliant because when we ended, we even had a conversation. The conversation became a debate whether or not if Harry Potter should be an elective or if it should be an accredited class. And I'm over here are we not? We're being mad inconsistent when we're over here talking about this thing, which is a worldwide religion. No, that's a fucking club, but Quidditch practice, bro. That son of a bitch used to be on the SAT. No way, fam. Nah, bro. I think that's a little to me. I don't know. When I was listening to you guys talk, I was like, yeah, right there. Are we being consistent on some of these things? Because if school's for school and separation from certain things, I don't know, teach the kids robotics or something, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a Harry Potter fucking hater. I have a tattoo, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, dude, that one was good.
We only have hate for J.K. Rowling. Only the brain that it came from.
No.
Listen, I knew you transphobes.
Yeah, who's we?
Who's we?
It's speaking French all of a sudden, dude.
We. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's such an easy W. Just say that you hate J.K. Rowling. Stop giving these kids freaking. Wait, what?
Who's in your chat?
I was reading my chat. It was Samuel.
Samuel, you're gonna want to stay for about 15 minutes, bro.
Samuel, listen, we can start with the downer. That way we can build it up, build it back up, brick by brick.
I don't know. I'm gonna get it, bro. Let me. What episode are we on? 96.
Let me rip
96. 96 episodes. I have not cried on the podcast. I've gotten both of you guys to cry multiple times on the podcast. This will be the episode that I cry. I promise you, it will be. I promise you, it will be.
Samuel says, "Stop giving these kids a freaking packet, yo, and tell them if they get that. See if they get that."
Oh,
do you guys get that?
They need to fucking learn. You got to get off your ass and teach them something. Make them have fun. I love that. I love that guy.
Wait, what?
Gotta inspire him.
Who is this? What's going on?
It's this white kid with long blonde hair, and he gets up off of class. He's like, you can't expect the kid to have fun and give him a packet.
He's on his way to the principal's office, isn't he?
Yeah, because she sends him to the office.
Right. He's like, doesn't he say something like, you gotta reach into their soul or some shit like that?
Yeah. You want to touch a kid, you gotta get him to have fun.
Yeah, he's low key. You know what? He's spitting on the way to fucking principal's office. He is spitting.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. because we have to get the bad news out of the way. And then we're going to build it up, okay? Everybody in chat and everybody watching on the playback, this comes with heavy hearts. To us all, me included, even though I'm the one doing it. As of episode 120, 120 or 121?
You said 120, dog. This is you.
Okay, 120, potentially 121. We'll see. There's no animosity. There's no hate. There's only love. But I've decided to step away from the podcast in hopes to pursue just more videos and really focusing on that front. Damn, this is really nerve-wracking, low-key. Even though we were late, partially because of save, but also because
it's all your fucking fault, dude. Being late to this fucking podcast made him want to leave. God damn it.
But also because me and Putch, me and Save, we were all having a conversation of what my exit looks like, kind of how we're going to address things. We really didn't talk about this part, but yeah, I think 120. It's been really fun. It's been at the time of 120 coming around. It's going to be more than 2 years that we've been doing the podcast, but 2 years of content that we are able to point to and say that we did, and I think that's awesome. That's really, really cool. But obviously, even though I'm doing it, I'm still not happy about it. But yeah,
I feel like there's so much less to say now since we're live, bro, and we're not
bro.
in the green room talking about it. But it's still 25 episodes away, and like there's still a lot of content that we're gonna do, and 120 is a good distance away.
Fuck that. How do you feel? How do you feel right now, Save?
How do I feel?
How do you feel about this right now?
I don't want to make Zero feel bad though. That's the
no. The thing is, I'm gonna feel bad regardless. So, but I do want to know how you feel. This is just it's just a bad feeling, you know.
I'm really sad, man. I'm really sad. I don't know if you noticed, but I changed my glasses before we went live because I knew we were gonna talk about this. No, I'm really sad, man, because you guys remember like in high school when they play that song As We Go On, and then they like show the pictures of you like through freshman year all the way to senior, and you watch the growth and all that stuff,
literally go through puberty.
Yeah, and it's just like like thinking back to sitting down with D, and he's like, oh, I was really interested in the conversation that you and Korpsx had on the smoking section. And then just thinking about like from that to where we are right now, and the community that we've grown, and the guests that we've had on, the conversations that we've had. I mean, we've talked about some pretty fucking heavy things on this podcast. We've laughed, we've cried, we've argued a lot, we've made amazing clips that have gone on the internet. And we've shared a lot of thoughts, and it's just something that I never even thought of the opportunity of it ending. And it's just like, as corny as it sounds, without you, Zero, there is no usual Tuesday podcast. You know what I mean? So it's like it sucks because it's like we can't continue the podcast without you. And like we said in the green room, like if Korpsx and I want to continue making content, which we probably will, I think Korpsx and I do well when it comes to chatting with each other and the ideas that we have. It'll have to continue on as something else, and it'll be something completely different than what we've created and what our baby is. And it's sad. Like, I never thought that this would come to an end, and it's really sad to me. Mm-hmm. But I mean, obviously I know it's not coming from a malicious place, and I want everybody to know that, right? Like, everybody knows that we all talk behind the scenes, and it's not something that you're like, oh, I'm tired of fighting with these guys or something like that. Like, everybody sees your content. Everybody knows that you're on TikTok. Everybody knows that you're on you dropped a fucking YouTube video at 3:00 in the morning this morning. I got the notification.
That was on accident. I thought it was for 3 p.m.
But you know, we just want you to go and do your thing and be happy. So if your gas tank is empty for this, like at least that means it's gonna fill up for something else, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry. What the fuck?
My bad. I'm just sad, bro. I love doing this. I love doing this so much with you two, and it just sucks. Like we're gonna make the next 25 episodes the best fucking episodes we've ever recorded.
We got to get some guests back. Some of the OGs. We got to get Sam back on the pod.
That'd be fire. I don't know if Sam is still in the chat, but that'd be cool to have you back on.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not the usual Tuesdays without the usual Tuesday boys. So I just wouldn't feel right continuing on under that moniker. Again, and it feels just right to leave it, right? Like in case, like I said, bro, you empty out the tank and then you want to come back and tell, this particular platform of people a really cool story over the microphones about what you've been getting into, then, we can do that. And it'll be fun. Yeah, I don't do well with change and stuff. So again, I want to be as selfish as I fucking humanly can. But yeah, no, I think this is going to be good. It has to be good.
I think so too.
If not, change is
really
change has to happen, bro. Like, it's not. Yeah. What are we gonna do this till we're 70? Like, it's just I think just putting a date on it though, kind of.
It's just crazy. Yeah,
it solidifies it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I know it's coming now.
What if we get to like 119 and I just call out every week? Like, no, I can't, guys. I'm sick.
Like, guys, technically I did say 120, so it could happen at any day.
That's true.
One thing I don't know, I feel kind of guilty on too is the reason I guess I wanted to give it more of like a definitive amount of time is I don't want it to be like, oh, let's pick it up like kind of whenever and then kind of leave it at like an ambiguous like time, because we have a schedule right now. Right now it's every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We try to hit that as best we can. If we can't, then we'll push it. And I don't want it to be like, well, I'm not really feeling it. Can we do it like once a month or like kind of whenever we're feeling it? And then I don't feel it, or like, accumulatively we can't do it for X amount of time. It just feels very like, oh, I'm just using you guys like whenever I want and not dedicating that time for the podcast or for like what we're doing here, not showing it the respect that I think a project like this I think deserves. Quarterly update pods.
Quarterly, that'd be every 4 months. Yeah. No, every 3 months.
I mean, who knows? We have 25 weeks to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like Zero's made up his mind. If this wasn't actually happening, like we wouldn't obviously put the listeners and ourselves through this. So I mean, it's pretty solidified that 120 will be our last episode. What we plan after that, is still in the air, and like if Korpsx and I wind up doing something, obviously we'll let you know. We'll let you guys know what's going on, but. Don't be too brokenhearted, I guess. Like, there's still content will still be coming from the three of us.
Yeah.
Just not all together. You know what I mean? Like, you still get content from the three of us.
Yeah. And we're all still friends.
We still have our podcast chat that we can talk shit in, and
oh yeah.
I actually don't like either one of you. Actually, frankly.
Actually, on 120, fuck both of y'all.
Actually, both. Yeah. Fuck off the both of you.
No,
and
but
imagine if we set up in person for 120, so we can actually like give each other hugs and cry and say it's the last episode.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Let's schedule it.
You never know.
We can get that arranged. We can figure something out there.
Let's figure outable.
We would need a space.
That's easily findable. Easily findable in the space.
I mean, we have mics. Oh, unless we get like a pod. You're talking about like a podcast studio,
Yeah.
like rent one out.
hmm
We can.
And there's
split
plenty
that.
of those in between us and Pudge.
we could probably split that 3 ways. Do a couple of, or a last show, or a couple of shows or whatever it may be.
Yeah, there's spots in LA for like $80 an hour, bro. We do 3 hours or 2 hours. That's $160.
Yeah, that's easy cheddar.
What's that split 3 ways?
Well, like $60. Was that $60 a pop? I did that real fast. I don't know.
No, it's not actually.
It's like
Was it 80?
65.
No, it is $60. My bad.
Sorry.
Question your math for a second. My bad. I'm too emotional to
What's
do
up,
math
like,
right now.
$60, solid, easy.
Easy money.
Plus
then
gas, easy.
hotel room?
Gas.
In a hotel, I'll take Wednesday off. I don't give a fuck.
I'll have to see. Well, yeah, in Feb. Yeah, I'll have the time in February.
I was like 0.
I'm like, yeah.
Just
No. Y'all using your vacation hours like that?
I would use my vacation hours for that.
All right.
right.
That'd be sick. Listen, we'll plan it all out. I don't want everybody to be sad. Also, Samuel said, send love. He said, you never know when you guys are going to be back, but I enjoy watching you guys individually doing your thing. So I appreciate that. But
You never know. This might be a stint. And in September of next year, Damien will drop a fucking fire ass trailer where we make a comeback. You fucking never know.
You could, yeah. I'm not. Listen, I'm not one to say never. It's just right now.
Sony, he said 120 million. 120 million, and we'll talk.
Spotify, send over some cheddar. No, I'm just fine.
121 million for Spotify, you fucking pieces of shit.
Listen, for us to come back, we're gonna need sponsorships from Shure, sponsorships from Razer.
Sure. Wait, why Razer? What's
Manscaped.
Why Razer? Because I love Razer. Yeah, we need Dr. Squatch.
I need Apple to hit us up.
Yo, Dr. Squatch is actually great soap. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey,
That's got me, bro.
I've been fucking with him for months, bro. I've been fucking with him for
I might have
months.
to get on that, bro.
My asshole's so clean, bro.
No.
Your asshole?
Hey, but you know what? Dove soap bought them. They bought Dr. Squatch.
Damn, they had one Sydney Sweeney ad and they got bought out. Fuck.
For a dumb money too, bro.
Wait,
Dumb
what was the payout?
Hold on, it's Googleable.
The side means it's at least
Hey, Siri.
7, 8
It
zeros.
was big. It
How
was
much
big.
did Dove buy Dr. Squatch for?
That bitch don't know nothing.
1.5 billion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah.
That is.
I wanted to say billion, but I was like, damn, if I say that wrong, then
Damn.
fuck, I'm gonna look stupid. But I
Can I
do.
start
Imagine making some fucking soap and
I was about to say, bro, I gotta start cutting up some soap, bro. What the fuck? Soap?
making a Billy.
And this is on some bar shit. Like nobody, like Dr. Squatch arguably brought back bar soaps.
Their
I don't use
social
bar
media presence is phenomenal.
Ridiculous.
Though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
phenomenal, bro. Their Snapchat, their TikToks, everything. It's great.
It was all on that like the dude who popularizes that redhead dude. What's his name? I don't know his name, but he did the original like Dr. Squatch commercials where the Squatch would come in the background or some shit. Do you remember seeing those?
I just remember like them talking about your nuts being clean or some shit like that.
Yeah, that too.
I know
Nothing
William Montgomery did something with them, and then I seen that they did a stand up, like a stand up night or something.
Oh yeah. I saw that too.
I was like,
They
what?
were like, yeah, they were hosting like comic shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they would have the big Dr. Squatch posters, and they had like Andrew Schultz up there. They had some pretty big hitters up there, like doing the comedy nights.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, let me check it out, right? And it's like, where were we? We were in Target. We were walking through in Target, and there was some right there. I was like, hey, yo, I like these guys. And then Sid got me the Star Wars.
I remember you posted about it on Instagram.
Yeah. So I've been.
They did. Yeah, they've just been good. They hit you with that 1-2 as well, where like they did great marketing, and then you happen to see them at like, because I feel like that's what happened to me too. Like you just happen to see them at a Target, and you're like, let me grab a bar, bro. See what's up.
Wait, so y'all are bar soap users?
I love
yeah.
I love bar soap.
Okay, let me ask you this. Not to like put your hygiene out on fucking the internet, but do y'all use loofahs or rags?
See,
It's like
Or do you like rub the bar of soap on your body?
no, I don't do that.
I'm a direct to body, if not a loofah. Especially with bar soaps like some of the Dr. Squatch ones, because they have very high grit. And so they're scrubbing you as you're washing with it. The only thing is I try to be really careful about putting the bar of soap in my armpits and in like, my crotch, right? Because for
Yeah,
whatever
that's what I was
reason,
gonna ask. That's what I was gonna say. Like, you're not like scared to like clean your asshole with a bar of soap. Now your fucking bar of soap is all assholey.
what's the difference between putting your loofah on it?
You can wash the loofah off after.
The soap has a
the
layer
soap is
of
soap.
soap that comes off.
I
And
don't know,
it's
bro.
really
In
making-
my head, I don't want to put a bar of soap in my asshole.
It's like, do you gotta sanitize hand sanitizer? Come on, bro. Be honest.
Low key, you do, right?
Oh no, shot.
Oh,
No.
hey.
I was gonna
Like
say
the hand sanitizer dispenser.
no. The sanitizer itself.
So you're saying soap is self cleaning. So if you like, rub
Yes.
the
So
dirty
soap
nut-
is like
Soap.
soap is like it's like an onion. Wow, everything's an onion. Actually, we all have layers.
like Shrek.
I'm just saying, like you rub the soap, and then eventually that layer of soap, like punch the layer of soap comes off that was touching your nuts, and now you can clean your face with it.
No, thank you. I'm not going nuts.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying
I'm not
you
going like
could.
I'm not like cleaning nuts and then like scrubbing my hand to make sure the layer's off and then cleaning my face.
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying you could technically. But I was gonna say I'm definitely a loofah, like a loofah rag. Does that make sense? Like it's a loofah
Yeah, bro.
texture.
All right, let me put you up on game. If you ever see these, because you can get them from the Dollar Tree, bro. They're the loofah
The
hands.
mitts, bro.
Bro.
I thought of it. I thought
changer.
about it.
Game
They're
changer.
so dirty though, bro.
Are they?
What?
They're so dirty.
What if I get a microfiber?
Dirty how?
Hypoallergenic.
The microfiber hypoallergenic might be your best route, just because like that silicone, whatever it is, like that material, it's really hard to wash after a while, bro. Right? And think about
Sure,
like,
I'm not saying you're gonna use it for 6 months. Like you buy a 3-pack and change it out every month.
but just think like that's why rags is hard for me. That's why the loofahs are hard for me, because it's like I even think about, because bro, point of childhood trauma. I used to get really bad. I used to get really bad staph infections, bro. Really bad, right? And so staph lives in your armpits and in your groin, your nose, right, in certain areas. And so the doctor was explaining to us about like how your rags, right? Like, sure, you might wring them out, whatever, and you think you're cleaning them, but you're not, right? And then you're letting that thing sit and dry out, hung over a metal rail, and it's just drying out. And it's very nasty. Like it's nasty. Like when you really think about the amount of bacteria that's building up in that thing, it's nasty. And so with the silicone too, that's the type of shit that runs through my head, and I get all fucking topsy turvy.
You don't like
Well, how you supposed to-
do your rag like this when you're done with the soap and then like rinse it off. Like you don't.
I do that too, though.
Huh?
I
There's like a process, bro. I'm not
You
like
got-
I'm not like just like wiping, like cleaning my ass and then like letting the water and wring it out and put it up. Like put a little bit more soap and then like
yeah.
rub
Even-
it out and
even-
then like
Even
Like
the,
nothing-
you really think needs to clean it, what it really takes to clean it, like we're just not doing.
You got a UV fucking.
But I'm using the same
Radio
soap
shit.
that you just scrubbed your ass with and then just left there. Like, what's the difference?
That is different.
Rag?
Though.
That's
Mainly
very-
because the rag, you can't take a layer off the rag and it still work. You could
But I'm
take a layer off
cleaning the
soap.
rag after.
But he's saying the
Right.
cleaning isn't like it's like you douse your car in water. It doesn't mean it's clean.
And
It
how
just means-
often are you using your rag? How often are you using your rag?
Just throw a bucket of water on there.
You didn't wash your car. You just kind of fucking got it wet and
Rinsed
shit.
it off.
Yeah.
How often are you using your rag though? I'm like
How-
2 uses, 3 uses max on a rag.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait, you're talking about a loofah or a rag? Wait, a rag. What do you mean?
A rag.
I don't do rags.
A wash rag.
I don't do.
I
wash
don't-
towel.
I don't do wash towels. I'll only do like loofah towels.
I don't do
Oh,
rags.
see, I mean, none of this pertains to me because I got the
The mitts.
The mitts, bro.
But the mitts, I think that he's talking about are loofah material as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about it.
There's really cool ones. Don't get me wrong. I think they're fucking so sick, but they just freak me out, bro. Cause like of the cleanly part of it, right? Like me leaving it in a shower overnight, drying out, whatever. But when you talk about slipping that bitch on, right? Especially when they got the fingers too, homie, and you get all
That's what I'm saying. The finger joints, bro.
Yes,
You get in all the hard to reach places, bro.
Yes, yeah.
You take the one finger and just
Oh my
ring
God.
my bell. Sorry.
Whoa.
Ring, 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 ring.
Uh,
Ring, ring.
No,
Yeah,
but
no. Dr.
But
Squatch
yeah.
was a banger.
I might have. I mean, I might have to. I haven't used bar soap like in the crib in God knows how long. I just can't do it.
you got
I'm
to
a Old Spice fucking. And then
Yeah.
I get to it, baby.
I think I went back to like a soap, like a liquid soap recently, and I was like, bro, I run through this shit. Holy, because I feel like there's no like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I haven't used it in a while, but I feel like I was just over pouring. Whereas bar soap, I can kind of gauge like, all right, this is like good enough, you know what I mean? And the bar soap is still chunky for a while, good minute. I just felt like it lasted longer. Like I didn't need as much.
Like I said, I might have to experiment with some Dr. Squatch, bro.
Yeah, bro, they smell good too.
Diggity, Dr. Squatch.
I just been using Old Spice since I was a kid, bro. Like deodorant, soap, all that shit since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of habit, bro. I just like stay with what I know when it comes to that type of shit.
I get you, yeah. I've never actually used Old Spice, to be fair. They smell.
What do you use
they
for
smell
deodorant?
solid.
Axe body spray.
I've always used Degree, or I think Degree is, or Dove. I have Dove right now, I believe.
But Dove is white, ain't it?
Yeah.
The white shit. Oh, see, I can never use the white shit. I don't, because then I'll put my shirt on and I'll have fucking white marks all over my shirt. I hate that shit.
I've noticed that too. Like I literally have one right here. Can you even see it?
And I'm like, how the fuck did it get? How did it even get there?
How did it get on the outside? Yeah, I don't get that.
I never understood that, bro. That was like the
know.
one. That's why I stopped using white deodorant when I was in high school.
I just can't do the gel ones, bro. The gel
can't
ones do me so
That's what-
fucking dirty.
That's what I use, bro.
I can't, bro, because I'll put it on. And I'm like, I'm set, bro. I'm set, and then I'll step outside. And I'm fucking BO'd all day.
Really? Oh,
bro,
see,
it
I sweat
melts
a
off
lot.
my body.
Yeah,
I sweat a lot, bro.
Yeah,
I
me
sweat a
too.
lot.
Me too. That's why I'm like, I can't, bro. I need something that's gonna like.
But are you like a swiper or are you like a circular? So I'm a circular, bro. I circle like from this part of your armpit.
You be priming your shit.
Yeah, bro. Like I do a circle and then I fill the circle in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you. I do like a swipe, but I'll like a scan, like ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? I'm coloring in.
I'm circle and then coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, I will never
spray
ever
ones.
get the spray ones.
What
and
the fuck
wear
are
them.
we, freshmen in high school?
Yeah.
I've never used the spray one, and I refuse to. It's just a personal streak that I just
I think
don't
as
wanna
like
keep.
grown men in our 30s, hold on. As grown men in our
yes.
upper age, we just can't use spray. Like,
No.
what woman would feel comfortable coming into my house and seeing me spray on fucking deodorant?
It feels a little frat boy. I won't lie. I don't know why.
It's a
it
little
feels
fuckboyish.
fratty.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like I'm such a hurry. I gotta spray. I really gotta make this quicker. Like, bro, I could swipe a couple times. Come on.
And I feel like the swipe just like cleans the stink away, you know, and the spray like sets it. It like sets it. Like the must is under there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
All that matters is you smell good. True. Also, Kelly, I want to show love to your comments earlier. I appreciate you. But yeah, no, I agree. As long as you smell good, fuck it, bro. You want to put lemons on your shit? Go for it. Lemons and mint? Fuck it. I've seen some people do
Lemons
that.
and mint, huh?
Yeah, bro. I've seen some people do that shit. Wait, I haven't seen it. I've just heard of it. I'm like, that's all you use? But I feel like people who can do that just don't smell that. You know what I mean? They just don't have that gene, that BO gene in them.
Bro, let me tell you, it's been hot the last couple of days, and I have no air conditioning, and I've just been sitting here like drenched in sweat. I don't know. Yeah, you could probably see like my shirt is like it's hot, and when I tell you I have that Mexican gene that smells like Doritos and onions when I sweat enough, like it is not pretty, bro.
Bro,
It is not pretty.
We've all gone through that time of just like not. Well, maybe I shouldn't say we've all, because I don't know if what I'm about to say is kind of wild. Of us just like not being hygienic when we're kids, like not showering, not brushing our teeth, all that dumb shit. I remember one time, I'm not gonna out them because I don't know, they might listen. I remember one time walking into one of my cousin's rooms, and they were in that phase of like, oh, I just don't like showering, or I forget to, or whatever. Bro, we walked in and I was like, it smells like a fucking fresh bag of Fritos in here. How the fuck did that happen, bro? Put your socks on. What the fuck is wrong with you? It was crazy. Eyes were watering. But yeah, it's been hot.
Oh, so I want to talk about something cool that I have coming up.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys remember this, but my birthday's coming up next month, and I am flying to Atlanta.
Oh shit!
And I'm about to shoot a music video at Magic City with a bunch of strippers. No, I'm just playing. I'm flying to Atlanta.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm flying to Atlanta with one of my boys, Frank. You guys know him as Goat Pig. He's one of the guys I play video games with. And so his birthday's in September as well. And for the last 2 years, we've been trying to get to this event called MagicCon, which is Magic the Gathering, the game that I play, the card game that I play, that I was so embarrassed to fucking tell people that I played when I was a kid. So we will be in Atlanta for 3 days at MagicCon. I'm still trying to like put the money together for everything, but the tickets have been secured. So I'm even if I have to like ride the train there, I will be there. But I will be back for the podcast on Tuesday. So I'll be leaving Thursday evening. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fly back on Monday. Be here for the pod on Tuesday.
Damn, back to back. Okay,
it's gonna be
going back to back.
This is the first time I felt like in a long time that I get to do something that I want to do for my birthday. Like, because normally it's like, oh yeah, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm gonna take you out to dinner. I'm gonna take you here. I'm gonna do this. Like, now I get to go just be a nerd and just be away from everybody. And it's just gonna be me and Frank. We're sharing a hotel room, so we're probably gonna, but like we get to go back. We get to go back to the hotel room and chill and like talk and play Magic, and it's just gonna be fun, bro.
Play Magic.
Yeah, like if you want to watch this
you mean the night is gonna be Magic? There's
a little balloon animal.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited. So that's just, I haven't talked to you guys about that yet, so I wanted to just bring that up. Like it's gonna be fun, bro. It's like Comic-Con, but like Magic. Maybe like 20% scaled down, so like 80% of what Comic-Con is, but just for Magic the Gathering. Like artists are gonna be there, card resellers, there's ticketed gameplay, there's just like all types of shit that's gonna be there. It's gonna be fun.
That's cool. I hope you have fun. That's really nice.
I think it's gonna be a blast.
Hopefully I was literally when you were like, I get to do what I want to do instead of going to like some lame ass dinner. I literally, before you said that, I was gonna say, well, hopefully like we can, go to dinner.
No. I like doing that kind of stuff too. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go to dinner for my birthday, like that's cool. But
we can go gamble. I'm just kidding.
Are you a gambler now?
No, I'm not a gambler. I've been dabbling.
Have you? I think last week. Yeah, last week we were in the green room. You were like, "Should I hit? Should I stay?" Yeah. Are you playing Rain Bet or something?
No. I'm not actually gambling. This is all just fake money. But I just been having fun with like playing 21. I have a bunch of cards that I collected, and so I don't know, learning the different games. I don't need to learn. I want to learn craps. I think it'd be fun.
I could teach you how to play craps. That's my favorite game. That's my favorite casino game. Okay. But I will not play craps here, like in San Diego.
No, in California, I learned it's stupid to play craps here. Like
Yeah,
you
because
can't.
we have dice. They have dice laws here in California.
Yeah, like the dice laws is like you can't determine the game based on the dice. I saw like a video where they decide the dice based on cards. That
The
shit was
cards, the dice
crazy.
decides what cards they are.
What cards
They
get
have
pulled?
to
Yeah,
shuffle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because we only have card laws here. So if you want to, like, I'll teach you how to play craps, and then we can go to Vegas and play craps.
That would be
Craps
crazy.
is my favorite game, bro. And there's one specific place that I play it in Vegas, and like, because craps was my grandpa's favorite game, and like,
Oh, cool.
and when I learned that, I learned how to play craps, and then I learned that one of my good friends at the time, like, loved craps. So when we went to Vegas, we would just play craps all the fucking time.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm
I'll
down.
teach you how to play craps.
I'm obviously down to learn. The reason I've been more into, not that I'm gonna be doing this the whole time, but in October we're going to Vegas. And meeting
When
up
in
with
October?
at the end of October. Let me see what my plane tickets are. But we're gonna meet up with my mom up there or down there, east there. I don't know. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look when my plane is. But we're gonna go to Vegas. Hopefully, we're gonna catch some shows and play some games. On the 23rd is when I'm going. Flying back the 26th
Flying.
Octo-
Good for you,
of
bro.
October.
Smart man.
Bro, I got to. Fuck that. I don't mind
Oh
driving.
my god, bro. The potties are fucking ass.
I need you guys to reserve November 22nd,
Hold on, put in my calendar.
Saturday.
What is what are we doing?
My birthday's the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So the 22nd, I'm throwing a rookies tournament here in Oxnard.
Oh, is it the one that I saw, the $300 prize?
Yes.
Wait, what time on the 22nd?
It's at like 8 p.m., bro. We would have to stay up there.
Okay.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. I saw the post on Instagram. I was like, I didn't see the date though. $300 prize pool though. That's gonna be fun.
Wait, what? It's what would I title this?
Putch's birthday.
Putch birthday dance.
Birthday dance.
What would I title this? Why wouldn't you just put Putch?
Well, because Putch's
Putch's
birthday is
birthday.
right next to that, so I don't want to just like double. Like his birthday is right next to it. It's on the 20th.
And we got a lot of stuff going on, guys.
I know. Holy, we should start a podcast.
Fuck you for that. Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Just
good.
kidding.
It's good because it's relevant.
We gotta keep it light, guys. We gotta keep it light.
Oh, okay. All right. So now that we've all announced things that we're doing and we've announced the fucking stupid ass episode 120 thing. All right. So here's the topic that I wanted to bring up because I'm interested because I think between Korpsx and Zero, I think Zero will have Korpsx is normally the most poetic out of the group, but I think Zero will beat him in the explanation.
Oh
of
God,
the question I'm gonna ask.
it's a lot of pressure. This man is
What
a linguist.
What is the difference? Oh no, it's a two-part question. Hold on.
What's the difference between Jello and pudding?
How would you explain being in love with somebody
Jesus.
to somebody that has never loved before? Have been in love before? How would you explain?
I can't
being
follow
in
up.
love?
I can't follow up Putch. So I'd like to hear Putch's answer first. Wait,
You just said you can't
No,
follow
no.
him up.
I don't want to go. I don't want him to go after me, because then I'll get embarrassed. I'm like, damn, that was really good. But
No,
I actually,
the question, Corpse, is how do you explain being in love to somebody that has never been in love before?
Like what it feels like to know that.
However you interpret the question.
How would I explain being in love to someone who's never been in love before?
Deep cut.
the pause.
I think I understood that I was in love with someone is when is when I understood that there was a very strange sequence of events that where it was I care about you, so I want to take care of you. I want to make sure that your needs are met. And her needs was for me to be the best version of myself. And vice versa. She wanted to love me and give me everything I wanted and needed. And all I've ever wanted and needed from her was for her to be the best version of herself. And in this capacity, we learned how to work on each other for ourselves, but then for each other. And in between that agreement, we've found romance. We have found disagreement. We have found growth through our ability to communicate. And above all, you wake up the next day and you say, I'm going to do exactly that all over again. That's how I would describe being in love with someone would be. If someone's never experienced that before.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like explaining color to a blind person a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This is just on to clarify, this is like to explain to somebody what being in love with somebody else is, right? Not necessarily like not necessarily feeling the love back, right? Just like the giving and like the being in love of somebody.
You'll see why I asked this question based off the second question that I asked.
If I had to explain it to somebody, it'd probably be like, I mean, it would probably be like,
such a hard question.
It's really hard. It is. Because somebody was like, how does it feel to be in love? It would just be like, you found somebody to dance with, and both of you are making up the steps as you go along, and you try to complement them as best you can in every move that you make. And in that, they will mess up and they will let you down. And in the midst of that, you not only continue moving forward, but you want to make the dance better every single time. And there are pockets of time where each step is more meaningful than the next, is more meaningful as you go along. And then there are pockets where it's lackluster, but you look forward to the dance every time, I think.
Damn, that's a badass fucking explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Because like even if they stumble, like you're making up the steps to make it still a dance instead of like, wait, stop, let's start over. Yeah. That's tight. That's a tight ass fucking analogy.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so here's the second part of the question. What is the difference between being in love with somebody and having love for somebody?
Oh.
Do
you want me to go
better
first?
Question.
Or
wait, what?
Sorry, I said, do you want me to go first, or do you want Fudge to go first?
I don't give a fuck who goes first. On the floor. Both of you guys made faces when I said that, so.
Because I think when you have a love for somebody, sorry, Pudge, do you want to go first?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I was going to say, when you have a love for somebody, I think you're always looking at the end of the tunnel when you have love for somebody. In the context of a relationship, you you're not going to work. In the context of a friendship, you know you're not going to work. But there's no ill will or nobody did anything wrong that you could point to. Everybody's human, so people fuck up, but nobody had done anything definitively wrong in friendships or relationships or whatever it may be. So you have nothing but love. Like you have nothing but respect, admiration, as you know, as much as you can in a maybe a non-romantic or like like a less romantic way as possible. But you are looking at the end result and realizing that like you just can't go on because it's just not in love. You're not in love with this person. That's what I would
So you're
think.
saying like the separation of friendship is easier because you just had love for them? Is that what you're saying?
No, because in a friendship, I think it could just be like, at the end of the day, we're like good, but we're not good together in a way that maybe like a friendship would require, or like you could envision for yourself like a better friendship. There are just like certain things that you do that isn't wrong by any means, but I can't be around, and I have love for you, but I can't.
So
Yeah.
are you taking having love for somebody as like your friendship has ended and now you have love for them? Is that how you're taking it?
Yeah. I think
You can't have love for somebody like while they're still around.
You can, yeah, but then I'd just be like, oh, that's like my friend, or like when I think of the the term like, oh, I have love for that person. I guess it can be used like both ways. It's like you guys are cool, you guys are close, and you have love for them. But the way that I've always heard that term be used is in more of like a we were close, and like from a distance, I have love for this person. They didn't do anything wrong to me, nothing, no slights. We're just on different paths, and I have so much love for this person, but
that's not how I intended it. So that was interesting. It's interesting that you viewed it that way. Yeah, I didn't intend it that way. I didn't intend it to like mean like now you guys are no longer friends, because like you're my friend and I have love for you. Korpsx is my boy. I have love for him. Like I never viewed like having love for somebody as like now I'm no longer friends and we're at a distance, but I still have. I can see how you got there though, but that's not.
I get you.
How I intended the question. Yeah,
I get you.
No, you're good. I just wanted to like
see where we are with that.
Yeah, like
yeah.
It was just a question. It's crazy that you interpreted it that way, though.
So, for example, there's a young lady, right? Who, rest in peace, right? Who, I had so much love for that girl my whole life, still do, right? She had a whole family, right, and kids and everything, and I did too, right? But Deidre knows I love her, right? Like, Deidre always knew that I fucking loved that girl, bro. But I was not in love with her, right? And I swear I'm not an evangelist, right? But I was thinking about that recently because I came across scripture. I was reading through scripture, and it was talking about how men are commanded to love their wives like Jesus loved the church. Like he loved the church. And that made me I was confused because Lazarus, who was one of his best friends, he rose him from the dead. But he doesn't say, love me like Jesus loved Lazarus, right? This is the church. And so I'm like, so it makes me think like, what was the church? What was the church to him? What was his thing, right? And so it was all the acts. It was all the disciples. It was all the stories. It was everything that was composed. That was the church, and that was what he went down fighting for. And so I can have a lot of love. And yeah, it is fun to kind of hear how Zero took an interpretation of it. Cause yeah, I can. There's a lot of people who I might see them off into the distance, and it's like, yo, I got a lot of love for you, bro. We ain't around no more, you know, or maybe you just grew in a different pathway and I just didn't grow that way. But then there's also like Deidre, you know, she always knew I loved her, right? And she always knew that I always thought that no man was ever good enough for her, right? Because their name wasn't Pachandrati, but you know. But I think really the big difference is that being in love to me is a verb in all of its sense. It's the doing, right? It's that I'm being better for me, being better for you, being better for us together, me and you. And I think that being in love with someone is when that happens, and that's continuing to happen. Because you can build love for someone because that might happen for a span of time, or there might be a disproportionate reception on one side, right? Like they could be a friend that really came through for you in a time when you really couldn't come through for them, but damn, they showed up for you. So you built, you know, so you built that love for them type vibe. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, or maybe you were that for them and you seen them in their lowest points, and they, even though they couldn't reciprocate for you, like you're like, yo, dog, like you let me be there for you though. Like that was enough. I got a lot of love for you for that. Like, right. It let me be a better person. Right. Like that was my thing. Right. Like, so there's got love for you for that. There's that thing. Right. But I think being in love with someone is taking that and culminating that every single day. Because I kind of, to Zero's point, and I liked how he said it, was like, because they're going to stumble, they're going to fuck up. And like, notice too, like earlier I said, like me and her found a lot of disagreement, and I didn't mention about how we find agreement, because we're still not 100% agreed on how we're going to live our lives, right? Like that is still to be continued. Our babies are still babies, you know, like we still have babies running around in diapers, you know, so there's still a lot of life of like, fuck, how do we even parent these little fuckers? Like, you know, like they're still building up their personalities. So I think, but being in love with her ensures me that that's going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. Like that's going to get figured out. And she plans on figuring that out with me. Like I can say that. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
How would you explain it?
How would I explain being in love?
Both questions.
Well, first of all, I would say being in love is inexplainable. But if I had to try to explain it,
I was about to say, how the fuck are you gonna make us say some shit? Like,
I mean,
it's unexplainable.
it is inexplainable.
No,
though.
it is.
The
Yeah,
feeling of love is inexplainable.
it's like trying to put lightning in a bottle, literally, and then being like, "Here you go." It's like that's
like
just
you,
not how it works.
like you said, it's trying to explain color to a blind person. I really liked your analogy of the dancing. I feel like that's the best I've ever heard it explained.
Thank you.
It's also the most like enjoyable but fearful feeling. Because like the elation of just like the outline of that person that you're in love with is just such a beautiful feeling. And then like you fill it in with all the things that you like, right? Like I like that they do this. I like that they think this way. I like you the outline of this person is just such a beautiful thing to you that you, and then you fill it in with all the things that you like. But you also have to remember, like the fearful part is like remembering to fill in the things that, like you said, they're gonna fuck up, right? Like there's also these flaws that you're willing to go through in order to maintain. No, I don't like how that sounds. Not willing to go through. I don't like how that sounds. But there are flaws. Like right, like no two people are perfect, and you understand that. So you're willing to work with those flaws because they're not really flaws. Like it's just something else for you to work through.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like Putch said, like the disagreements.
Yeah,
And
they're parts of the whole.
yeah, like it's like, you know, my donut might have like a fucking piece of glaze missing on it, but as a whole, it's still fucking a donut. You know what I mean?
Still a glazed donut.
Yeah, it's still good.
Mhm.
And then like the having love for somebody is you know, like you said, like it is explainable. We have been there for each other. You've had my back for God knows how long. I mean, the both of you have had my back for. If I'm ever going through something, I can call either one of you, and that's love. You know what I mean? Like you don't look at your phone when I'm calling and think like I don't look at my phone if either one of you call and like think, oh fuck, like what does Putch want, or oh fuck, what does Zero want? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, Zero's calling me. Let me answer. Let me see what's going on with Zero.
Mhm.
It's never a what do I have to deal with? It's always like this is my friend and I'm looking forward to dealing with whatever I have to deal with them.
Mhm.
And you can have love for people that I think you can have love for people that you were once in love with because of what you were explaining. Zero is like there was an end point and now you can watch from a distance.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I feel like talking about love is such a ramble. I feel like because everybody views love differently. That's why I was
Yeah.
curious to see what you guys thought. I mean, but there are the main cores of love, right? Like the good stuff, the disagreements. And I think we all agree that you need disagreements if you're going to be in love with somebody because you have to see the beauty and the beast part of this person. And you can't determine if you're in love if you only see the beauty of everything.
Yeah. I think honestly, things get pretty weird, in my opinion, if you don't fight. I think like obviously a healthy amount. I think things get real weird because to some degree, somebody's hiding, and not necessarily something bad, but somebody's hiding something because nobody agrees 100%.
Oh, this is so interesting that you said this.
And I mean in the sense of it could even be with like good intent in my opinion. Like somebody could hide something of themselves because they don't feel like you'll react well or they don't know how to bring it up. And they might disagree with you on something that's pretty pivotal to you. And that disagreement they could want to avoid completely or not know how to bring up or just with good intent be like it doesn't matter that much to me, so I'll just let it roll over. And I think eventually enough of that builds up. It's like the grain of sand thing we've talked about so many times of like eventually shit is gonna snap, bro. That shit snaps at some point, and then all of the things that you've let like go because it doesn't matter that much, all of a sudden matters quite a lot. And then it's like hopefully your relationship is you don't go completely unhinged and it's salvageable, but hopefully you can have that disagreement.
There was a young lady. Of course, the reason I said that was interesting that I said that was because there was a young lady that I was talking to for a while, and everybody kept asking like, "How come you haven't made her your girlfriend? How come you haven't made her your girlfriend?" This that, and the other. And the one thing that I kept saying to D was, "We have not argued yet. We have not argued yet, and I need to see how we're going to argue before I get into a relationship with this person because that is such a pivotal moment." Knowing how two people argue and if there is compatibility in argument.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, look at us three. We argue all the fucking time, and we can still come back and do this every fucking week.
A different,
but it's similar. The dynamic is similar, though.
Yeah, like I couldn't go. I mean, there's always that line. Like you just can't go unhinged on really anybody that you want to keep in contact. Like if we were like strangers on the street, maybe we could say some crazy shit and like, fuck it. You're never gonna
but still I think what you mentioned too is like holding your tongue to not create the argument is like a slippery slope. It's like a fine line. It's a fine line because there are times where maybe you do hold your tongue a little bit so that because you know that your partner or the person that you're in love with or whatever the case, you know that it will be an argument, but almost always you should still say the thing
Mm-hmm.
because it is what you are feeling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
not
I
just for
agree.
the sake of like not arguing.
I agree, kind of, because I was gonna say I agree with Putch that like you should. I don't think you should hold your tongue. You shouldn't fight about everything. I think you always want to pick like you pick your battles, like everybody says, but also in the sense of like there are also disagreements that could just be hashed out in conversation. Where sometimes my girlfriend will say things that I just don't like, and they're not like big deals, and I would just be like, can we like figure out a different way to say these things because it makes me feel a different type of way based on how you say it. You say the exact same shit and in a different in like a different form of words will make me feel completely different, and I'll like accept it or do whatever. It'll make me feel so much better if you just do it this way. And there are those conversations to be had too.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't believe in any kind of censorship. Um, but I don't believe in being a nag though. I don't believe in that. I don't, but I do believe strongly that the ways in which we communicate with each other is pivotal. And I talk with my hands. So she knows that, right? Um, I don't like to have fingers pointed at me, and she knows that, right? Um, uh, I know not to call her idiot, right? Even if we're joking around,
Sure.
right?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like fucking dummy, like, right? I can't be like, fucking idiot, right? Like, can't. Nope. I can call her any other word, but fucking idiot. Nope. No, pause it right there.
Yeah.
And trust me, we crack jokes. Um, but to me, I think it's like, yo, you literally have listened to me for over 95 episodes talk about how I hate women. But I say
Yeah.
idiot during a time when we're joking and it's a fucking issue. Like, am I going to sit there and see now? This is my thing. And why, if for her, right? I said this for her. Is is she? Is it like, fuck? How do I want to say this? It's not. It's not picking an argument or picking a battle, right? There should be no battle. She's coming to me with a request of how she wants to be spoken to. And matter of fact, as her partner, as her lover, it's my indissoluble duty to see that done. Don't you think?
I don't know. My
I
girlfriend
have
just came in here to beat my ass.
I know I heard her, bro. She like slammed the door open. I was like, oh fuck!
I was like, wait.
A fucking sandal just. Boom.
Shit, I was
Okay,
like,
I
"You're
actually
right, Corpse."
I have questions about this actually.
I
This is something that I've been wondering a lot about lately. A request made to a partner
Mhm.
means that it has to be fulfilled.
I don't believe so.
No, see, and this is where I had a conversation with my sister, and this is where this type of line, because she said the exact same thing. I was like, this is, and I said the exact same thing. I was like, this is where the thought line gets tricky. Is
We're
if
about to
this
get into the
is
weeds right now, and I like
yeah,
it, bro.
if this is really your person, if it's really your person,
Yeah. Okay.
there's no request that is too high. If they are not truly your person, trust me, there will be a request that comes at a price too high. Right? And somebody might say, well, Korpsx, how do I know? And I'll look at them and say, well, Korpsx would tell you that if this shit makes you get outside your body, right? Like, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, if this shit makes you get outside your skin, like, you're not who you are because of what they're asking of you. Putch, stop dancing. No.
Okay. Those are like central to your
That's like
being.
an extreme request. But
That's
okay.
like that's like Damien, stop like filming. I'll be like, Oh,
But where
I don't
okay,
think, but I don't think that we're talking about that to that extreme. I think
Scarlett
we all
Johansson.
agree.
We're gonna have to have a talk.
okay,
Okay.
okay. So let's even dial it back. So if I'm sitting here joking around with Sid and I'm like, hey, fucking idiot, right? And she goes, hey, don't call me that. Why? What's the problem? What am I supposed to say there? She's asking me to talk to her a little more nicely
You
or not
dialed it
in a
back
certain
way
way.
too far there. You
Right?
went extreme and then you
Yeah.
dialed it all the way back.
So
Like
I just
idiot is name calling. Like that's an easy request to like
for some
to
people that's
abide
not
by.
though. That for some people that's not.
I'll agree with that though. So for some people, I mean, it's all in like within the person's scope. I think
Why?
like
We're joking. We joke
to
all the
s-
time.
yeah, to some people it's like, oh, this isn't a big deal. Like, why are you whining about some shit like this? I agree with that. Um, Go ahead, keep going.
So I think even on that, right, on that scope. So we take these two very far different outliers, right? So like I'm saying, when it's truly your person, they will know what they can request from you and what comes at too high of a price, right? Sid knows that I'm gonna dance until my knees give out, right? But she also
Uh,
knows.
hold on, because I feel like you're going a different way than what you were originally going. So originally you were sorry to interrupt you, but originally you were saying that any request.
Mhm.
I don't even remember the word that
I
you
think it was
used.
saying like essentially if it's your person, there's no request too high because they know the upper limits of the request capability versus somebody who
But now
maybe
you're saying
shouldn't be
that
in your life.
your person knows the type of requests that they can make.
Mhm.
So is it which one is it though? Is it like any request that they make you'll change for that, or is it the person will know what changes they can request? Because I feel like those are two completely different things.
I think they're yes. I was hoping you would just stop. I was going to go yes, both those things. That is when I know them to know me exactly as it is. I know you don't like the word of boundary, but the boundary in which we sit with each other, we know
I hate
all
that
of
that's
that.
such a trend. But
That we
okay.
know, and again, somebody well, Pudge, how do you know? It's like, well, boo, you just do. You just do.
Boo, boo thing.
You just do. You know, you do until the bill comes too high.
Go ahead, D. I want to hear what you say because I think you and I are kind of in line on this, and I want to see if I'm right or not.
I think. Yeah, I think even the well-intentioned right person can make a like too high request where further elaboration would be needed on why. I think a big thing at least for me is like the why of why you're asking this. And over time, I think you tend to like trust your person that like there's a legitimate why. If the why is like, oh, because I want you to, it's like, okay, well, no, that's not a good reason. But if the reason's like a deeper, like, you know what, I have thought about like the way that you say this thing, and it reminds me a lot of XYZ, and a lot of the time in my life that just didn't turn out well, or I just didn't like how that came from this person and how it made me feel. If there's more like lore to it, like I think I have phrases that if my girlfriend said, we've talked enough to say like, you meant to hurt me, and that's fucked up. That was super fucked because we've talked about these are not places that we go to in an argument. In terms of like requests of like things that I love, obviously those are going to be like too high, and those are really big conversations. Like something crazy would have to happen where I've like quit my job and just completely been like, I'm going to do YouTube 100% with 1,000 subscribers. Like it's like, all right, we need to have a conversation of like you being able to do this realistically. But I don't think every request should be made, but instead of like further elaboration of why maybe if something like that is.
You don't think they should be made or they shouldn't be met?
They shouldn't necessarily be, like I said, I think sometimes you can have like, I think sometimes you can have discovery of what they really want in that, like, why does this thing affect you in this way? For example, there was like, I won't say the exact example, but there was something that was affecting my girlfriend and we didn't know really why. There was an obvious answer to how to fix it, but it was just too much. And we talked, and in talking, discovered what the kind of root thing was. And just in talking, we alleviated a lot of that like issue. And so at the end of it, the obvious like fix for it ended up being like that would have been too much. Obviously, I didn't like meet what I could have just been like, oh yeah, like I just won't do X, Y, Z. And instead, in that discovery, we figured out like what the root thing was. If that makes sense. That was very vague, but obviously I'm not.
No. I get what you're saying though. Like,
yeah,
you figured out the why without having to do the because.
yeah, and in the digging, alleviated so much of that. Alleviated so much of that.
You need to do this because of this.
Yeah. Like
Nice.
just shortcutted so much of it.
And I think that's kind of where I'm at, right? Like, I feel like I'm in the same boat. Like, I want you to do this because I like it. I feel like sometimes that's just not enough. Like, I'm more of in the why space too. Not for everything. Like, I don't have a problem doing certain things that you like because you like it, but also like, why do you like it this way? Because this is the way that I would do it. And this is the way that I work and my brain functions. You got to remember we're two different people, right? Like, if you're requesting something the way that you like it, and like, what happens if I request it the way that I like it?
Yeah.
Then what happens? That's why I think compromise and conversation is just so important in that aspect as well. Because if you like things a certain way and then I like things a certain way, but now I got to change the way that I do things and I like them because you like them, now I may become resentful because of those things.
Yeah, eventually it turns lopsided. That's that other like grain of sand thing of like, if you're changing everything the way I do it,
now I'm no longer the person.
Yeah, you're not even dating me. You're fucking dating the thing you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why did you fall in love with me in the first place? Now I'm just a mold of. I could be a mold of whoever. You just put whoever here and just tell them this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Yeah. And now, it doesn't even matter who the person was.
See,
that's why I was curious about what you said, Korpsx, because you said any request is going to be met.
Mm-hmm. And you guys has made, but again, don't forget, I'm saying also as well is when it's see, we want everybody we date to be the person, right? Like, and this is what I was telling one of my sisters is we keep trying to fit everybody into this position instead of having enough experiences with them, right? It's very fun to when I'm also hearing you guys are saying, well, what about what's going to happen to me? Well, it's going to happen to me. Well, it's going to happen to me. And that's what I'm hearing, right? Like, I become a shell of myself. It was like, which is true, which is why I'm saying when this person's really your person, they're going to create what these requests should really become is more requests to how we could feel more sheltered in our love, how we could feel closer to each other, how I could feel safer inside of our space, how I feel more encouraged inside of our space. That's what these requests should really do. Like I'm saying, like if requests start taking me outside of my body and they start taking me outside of who I am, then this person isn't for me. But for whatever reason, we keep trying to say like, no, this person's for me. Is this maybe we need to compromise? Like, no. And maybe there's some compromise on some stuff, right? Like maybe, I won't call you a dirty slut every time we have sex. Maybe only 3 out of 5 times. Maybe, I don't know. We gotta come to some kind of middle ground on some stuff, right? Sure, whatever. Yeah. You know what give me.
But I feel like the ability to compromise is a thought out, what the fuck is the word that I'm trying to use? Quality of somebody. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't have in my mind a perfect person. I don't have that in my mind. Anytime that I've dated somebody, it's what qualities do they have that I really enjoy? And am I willing to enjoy those qualities for a lifetime or for however long, whatever the case may be, right? Like a lifetime or till marriage or to however you want to put that for the long run. Let's just say that. Are these qualities worth it? And that's why, like, the way you argue is something that's extremely important. The way that you compromise is extremely important. The way that you talk to one another and your whatever requests are being made is very important. Because at the end of the day, I don't want somebody to be the mold of what I made them. Compromise allows for them to be a portion of what I want and a portion of who they still are. And if I fell in love with them, I fell in love with who they are, not who I want them to be. That's the biggest thing for me. So that's why, like, I want, or you need to do it like this, you need to do it like this, you need to do it like this, does not work for me.
I'll say
How can
this.
we work on this together to enjoy the route that we're going on together? It's not change for me. It's let's do it together.
Say this.
That's another version of how love is. You know what I mean? Are we willing to do it together?
I'll say this for you, right? Because I agree with you on all that, right? I agree on the growth and people need to be able to compromise and all these things. And I'm still going to say that there's no request too high, right? For the person who I'm truly like that's truly my person. Because, again, I'm not an evangelist. But motherfuckers got rose from the dead, fam. And they said, love them like the church. And for that, there was no request too high. There was no request too high from the church to the man, right? So there was none of them asked that he didn't do, right? No wonder or miracle, right? Even, people would even argue up until
but Korpsx, but and again, it goes back to my second question. Were these people in love with him or did they have love for him? There's a difference.
There's a huge difference.
So are you in love with Christ? Are you in love with God? Are you in love with him? Or do you have love for him? Because you're going to move two different ways depending on which one it is.
Absolutely in love.
In love. In a romantic state with God.
And I think that if you guys would take a moment and say, when me and Sid look at our relationship now, we don't look at it as just two people, right? We keep God and our faith in God in the center of our relationship, right? In the dead fucking center, right? Like, and this is something I'll even say that we even talk about in therapy. And when the man died for the church in the hopes of everybody who would be faithful in him, have faith in him, have faith in that message, right? That they would know eternal life in the after or whatever. The message is still the same. You love your wife like Christ loved the church, in hopes that this church would have faith in him undoubtingly, right? And follow the message and follow the gospel. The book also tells the man to be the head of the household, to lead. The woman is also to be our helpmate and also help guide us, right? So in this whole thing, right, if she says, Putch, let's pitch camp right here, my feet are tired. Okay, we're pitching camp right here, babe, right? And then I can find out why, right? But if she says, hey, let's just pitch camp here, hey, no, babe, we got to get a little bit further, right? Like, no, we got to keep going, right? So I understand where sometimes some requests can't be fulfilled, right? But in the sense of real, like, we're making real relationship decisions. We're making real decisions on our life, right? Like, me and her sit together now and we say, hey, like, if we're having conversations about our relationship and we start bringing up other names, we need to restart the conversation, like if we're talking about where we're going to live, where we're going to move to, what's going to happen with the kids. If we start mentioning other people, no, go back to the drawing board, because it's just me and you, just us, right? And that one. So I have a very, very much different outlook on what relationships hold and entail. And Corinthians is a great book to read when it's talking about love.
Okay. Because we're talking about it, we'll just fucking talk about it. So, because we're talking about the shell of, right? We're talking about request to the point where it could even change the person that's in front of us from who they are to what we want them to be. That we're on that line, right? Like, I just want to make sure that's where we're at.
Say that one more time.
So we're talking about making requests, and the shell of us, right? The request can be made to eventually now there be a shell of us and us transform into somebody that we were not before, and vice versa, right? Making requests to create a person that we want to, or that we're okay with fulfilling the rest of our life with them.
Yes.
Okay. So then why did you fall in love with this person in the first place then? Because they're willing to change to your requests and be the person that you want them to be? Or did you fall in love with the actual person that was in front of you? Because of their flaws, because of the way that they loved, because of the way that they spoke, because of their beliefs, because of those types of things. Like why would we change this person so much and make these requests if we've already fallen in love with the person that they are?
Well, this is why I'm getting even stronger on people having a very shared spiritual belief, right? And being in very long-term committed relationships. Because I am a sinner, right? I'm drenched in it, filthy in it. And I know I need to do better. And I know that, and I do that by keeping God in the center of my life, right? And now,
what does that mean though? What does that mean to somebody like Zero or I who doesn't do that? So what, like, if you had to explain
in your own ways, you do that in your own ways. Keeping God in the center of your life, right? Like we know that there's a set moral compass that we have. Don't kill somebody, don't have sex with their wife,
Sure.
don't steal from them, right? Those are also the 10 commandments and the laws of Moses, right? Christ is the human personification of the laws of Moses, right? That's why they said that he lived a perfect life, that he abided by all the laws of Moses perfectly. I will never be able to do that, right? I won't. I don't. I've been smoking weed right now. I'm fucking high right now. Anywho, but trying to be that is the goal, right? That's the everyday outfit, to try to be that. That is having a God-centered life. God-centered, trying to read this, taking the time to try to read the scriptures or listen to them, making sure that you pray and staying humble, and keeping that in the forefront of your mind. Trying to live that life.
Well, okay, so but that's what I'm asking, Korpsx. That's what I'm asking. Is like, could you not just pick anybody to follow you through that lifestyle and love them? That's the question that I'm asking.
Again, I'm not an evangelist, right? My job isn't here to convince anyone to have a God-centered life, but I will have issue watching me be in love with someone despite their flaws, even if those flaws were damaging to themselves or damaging to the space that I'm in, or it could put my children in a bad position, or it could put me in a bad position, or them in, like, it gets, the closer I've had that walk, the harder it has gotten for me to be in love with someone, right? Versus having love for them. I can have love for you, but I can't stand by and watch them just do drugs. I can't stand by and watch them, be burning up the roads every weekend at the club. I can't. I just can't. I can't because I'm not trying to live that life. So why am I going to subscribe to having that in my life? I can love you from a distance, right? I got love for you. You're cool, boo. Like, you're mad cool. You're beautiful. All the great, wonderful things, but not for me. Just not. And that's okay. Not everybody's meant to be my person. That's okay. They say there's a million fish in the sea, but yeah, one of them's for me, though. One. Just one. but one of them was for me.
But that's the part that's confusing. That's what's confusing me though, Corpse. Is like, because you're saying that if you love somebody, right? And we can love multiple people in our lifetime, right? We can have other partners that we've loved in our lifetime, other women or whatever, right? If you're saying that love is being able to fulfill the requests of the other with no questions asked, you just want to make sure you're saying no.
No, that's what I said.
Okay, I just want to be clear in that. That's what you said. So if that is what you're saying, that we can have other people in this world that we've loved, and when we love that person,
all the requests be fulfilled,
all their requests and our requests. As you as a man, your requests be fulfilled as well, correct? So then, how is there only one person for you?
Because I didn't love them like I thought I did, and I'm man enough to admit that. I did not love them like I thought I did, and some of their requests came at too high of a price.
Because of where you were at in your life?
Period. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but God bless those broken fucking roads. Because I know you probably were not expecting that answer from me.
Back to you.
I know you were probably not expecting that out of me right now, but I just didn't love them like I thought I did.
That's a fair point, right? Like we were younger, we were whatever. Like we probably didn't love the people the way that
I think that's maybe where we're talking past each other a little bit. Is because when I say that, if they're my person, no request will be too high. Clearly, there is a track record of other people who my request was too high or their request was too high. It's somewhere we didn't pay the toll. We didn't pay the fucking piper, and it is what it is. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Before I wasn't.
Just come with a high price, bro.
It just sounds like both things can kind of. It sounds like both things can kind of be true. From what Putch is saying, like from what I'm understanding, both sides. Cisco's biggest thing is like any person can make a request, and the request possibly could be too high. And Putch's thing is, if your person is truly your person, then the request will never come up that is too high. It's there, but it will never come up because your person understands the limitations.
That's not what I'm getting from him, and that's why I have so many questions. Like,
it's like the difference between like I was gonna say a rolling dice analogy of like
nobody's
of like
now.
Dude, no. No.
I put it like this: we have a hole in our hearts shaped just like this.
Man has been holding this fucking hanger for
This
the last 45 minutes.
I literally just I think about this. Is this we have a God-shaped hole in our hearts, right? And we are trying to stuff squares, triangles, and circles through it. Instead of saying, let me find something God-shaped to put here. So, even for the atheist, I think that there is a very particular shape inside of us that is meant to be filled by a very shaped person. Right?
Very particular shaped.
Right? A very shaped person.
Mine's a dodecahedron. I
just think we keep trying to keep banging on certain shapes that just don't fit that shape, baby. And it is okay if we thought we were shaped the way that they were shaped, and we told them we were shaped that shape, and we just wasn't. And that's okay too. All right? But when it's your person, it fits, and it doesn't. It'll fit. It'll fit inside, right? It'll.
Hello,
wait, Pedro, but did I summarize kind of both your points pretty fairly?
I thought so pretty fairly. Yeah, I thought so pretty fairly.
Just want to make sure.
I'm just saying that's not what I was getting from what Putch was saying. Okay. Like from what I'm understanding from Putch, it doesn't matter if the other person like loves you or not. The request, whatever request is made, is granted. Which is the part that is like, That's the part that gets me the most.
I think like it sounds like you're saying that even if the right person were in front of you, they could still say anything, and you feel like you'd have that obligation to fulfill it because they're the right person. But just saying, if they're the right person, that limitation is set, and they will never request past that.
Yeah, because I think this is funny too, because I was the one who wouldn't carry the dumb bitch from the fucking boat through the water
Jesus
on Love Island, and you guys
Christ.
were like, "How could you not fucking take her through the boat?" Like,
We just said it wasn't a boss move. That shit was stupid.
and I'm like, "Yo, any request, let it be fulfilled." Hey, are we consistent or what? I'm
No
just saying.
shot.
But I think Save. I think where maybe you're having.
It wasn't boss. I just want to reiterate that because that was not a boss move.
I think where you're having a drop off with me is that you don't. I think what you're missing is that I even have a self evaluation with that as well, right? I say if they're my person, there's no request too high, but I still check that price tag. You get me? Like, I'm still checking the price on that bitch. It might be too high, and I might just say, right? But if they're my person,
Okay. I'll bring this up since we're still going, and I know D is like has to work tomorrow and we're ready to go or whatever.
I got a
I'll bring
meeting
this
at
up.
9:32. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the 9:30. I work at 8. You're fine.
I gotta go by 6.
No, like I got a meeting in like
you
15 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Real fast. The one thing that we didn't bring up, none of us brought this up, is that we're continuously changing as people. And the person that you choose to stand by your side has to be able to grow with you as well. Because we're not the same as we were 5, 7, 10 years ago. So I mean, that also adds on to it, right? Like, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's where you get people who grow
Spit
apart.
something at me, Zero. You've been very quiet.
I was gonna say that's where you get situations where people grow apart, because I think even the right person for you can grow apart from you. In my opinion, there can be a lot of right people for you, and I tend to hold the idea that there's not just like one Tupperware pot for every fucking Tupperware. There's a lot of different.
Wait,
like
Tupperware pot for every Tupperware.
There's not one lid for every Tupperware.
Oh, top. You meant
Sorry,
top.
my
You said
bad.
pot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Korpsx was talking about getting high, and you had pot on your mind. I got it.
Exactly.
Got that pot on my mind, oh.
But I definitely think you can. I mean, life happens every day and quickly all at the same time. You could look up and you're both extremely different than when you started, and that perfect person that you thought would never ask for things could have changed into somebody who is kind of regularly hitting that limit of like, oh, do I want to continue? And I think that could happen amicably, and it can happen with a lot of animosity, and that's unfortunate too. But people change, and ideally you grow together, but sometimes you don't. Yeah,
it happens. I've seen it firsthand.
Me too. My parents were never even married, bro. Don't even get me started.
Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid.
Just kidding.
That caught me off guard. That was fucking funny, bro. That was funny.
But I don't want to make Putch late. Your meeting's at 9:30?
Yes.
Good luck on the
meeting.
meeting.
Who the fuck sets business meetings at 9:30 at night?
Put a shirt on.
Somebody who has a podcast at 9. Ends at 9.
Put a shirt on, dog.
Bro, can you see how sweaty I am? This is
bro, that's just kind of
crazy. It's
shower.
Crazy, bro.
Take a bath.
All right. Finish this off, Zero.
Listen.
Since you're going to end this anyways.
We had some ups. We had some downs. But I love these dudes. Even shirtless.
Wow.
Especially shirtless.
Korpsx.
What?
That should make us feel so good. You know why? We were 15 to 20 episodes in before Zero even considered us friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Real fucking
But,
piece
He
of
didn't.
shit, bud.
We started this podcast and Zero didn't even view us as. He didn't even view me as his friend, which is crazy. That's crazy. 15 to 20 episodes before we even became friends,
mhm. Took
and
a
now
long
he
time.
says he loves us. And it's. I'll tell you this. Hold on. I'm so sorry, Zero. There were so many times that I would get off the phone with Zero when we worked together or whatever, and I would say, "I love you, bro," and he'd be like, "All right, bro, be safe." He would never say, "I love you"
Yeah.
back to me.
I hate to say it. I still don't. It's not like my. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It doesn't flow for me. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for watching. Obviously, every week. Thank you so much. Whether you're here for a minute, an hour, the whole time, or you're watching on the playback, I thank you. And thank you, obviously, to Save and Putch. I know Putch has got to go, so I'll wrap it up. We'll do a longer outro next week. Alrighty, bye.
We have 24 episodes left, guys. And that's so crazy to say now that we have an actual, like,
Date.
we're going to do something special. I know we've said we're going to do something special for a while, but we have to do something special for the last episode now that we know that it's the last episode. We have lots of time to plan on it. I know that we don't have hundreds and thousands of viewers, and whether it's just Kelly and Jordan and Sam, whoever else pops up in the chat watching, like, we're gonna make sure that the last episode is extremely special. We hate to see Zero leave, but we'd love to see him trail on in the future that he is slowly and amazingly building. 3 a.m. videos are fun to come across on my notifications.
Total accident.
But yeah, we're gonna continue to bang these episodes out for the next 24 weeks, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. We're not gonna talk about 120th episode being the last one again for a little while because I don't want to be sad anymore. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. To our beautiful community, thank you guys so much. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you. Keep smiling. See you guys on the next one.
Corpse Collection, corpsecollection.com. I've been your host, Big Corpse, followed and hosted along.
Wait, Corpse.
Yes.
Why did you not make that fucking little skateboard dude available for grown folk?
Because sometimes this just gotta air out for the kids for a little bit.
Hell no.
I need, bro. You showed us that design, and we were both like, "Oh yeah, this shit's tight. We need it." And I went to go buy a shirt, and it's only available for kids.
Please wear the large kids shirt, please.
I will get it on there.
All right,
And then I will take it
that design a
down.
lot.
Episode
Okay.
120.
Oh shit.
Okay. There we
Limited
go.
Run. Okay.
Yeah, limited run. You got 24 weeks to get it.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I won't interrupt.
Corpsecollection.com, Corpse, all that good stuff. Posted with and by Save One, 0%. There's a beautiful, I don't know. I'm no evangelist, right? And I know I read fucking Bible scriptures on here every single fucking week. I know it's tiring. I know, but guys, just read the Psalms at least, or Exodus, like guys, it's beautiful.
I don't think it's tiring. I like when you bring up because I learn stuff about it all the time through you.
I'm the worst person to learn it from. That's the funniest part is I'm the worst person to learn it from. But I find a lot of shelter in it. And Psalm 144 from King David, verse 1 says, "Praise be to the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle." And is added by, "He is my loving God and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield in whom I take refuge, and who subdues the peoples under me." Until next week. Hope you guys have a good day, week, month, year, life. Stay motivated. Bang, 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 bang.
Peace.
All right, guys. See you guys later. You guys have a great night. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye, boy.
Peace.